Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to my coloring book haul for the month of May. I haven't done a coloring book haul in the past 2 months, which is one of the reasons you're going to see, I think it's about 64 new books in this video. Another reason for that is I just can't stop buying wonderful coloring books because there are so many out there. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first book I'm going to show you is one of those cute and cozy square books, and it's called Cozy Season Chibi Animals coloring book by Fun and Learn CO Publishing. And basically it has all these cute little animal critters in chibi style going through the different season, like as you have just seen, winter themed. Now we're at fall or autumn as it says here. So this is summer. All of them are having a lot of fun, looking super cute. And then in the beginning, of course, we have spring. And the drawings itself are pretty simple, which is just right if you want to go all in with your favorite alcohol markers or with your favorite colored pencils like I do. So yeah, really cute book right here. Next up, we have Cozy Home by Vivi Tinta, and this is one of the books that has humans as part of these cute little illustrations. They are a bit more detailed and the lines are a little thinner than your usual cute and cozy book, but I really like the theme and the general style of the illustrations, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Then we have Veggie Life by Hikaru Kotz, and this one is one of the ones with the thicker lines and the more simpler illustrations, and I really love those cute little vegetable characters just having fun, having like a daily life. It's super adorable, so nice to have this one. This was actually the book that made me pay attention to the illustrator. It's called Garden Corners, and it has these wonderful, cute illustrations, all nature themed. And yeah, I just can't wait to get more done in these books because they're super relaxing and fun, no matter if you want to work with alcohol markers like most people or colored pencils like I do. Really love this one. Then we have Secret Forest by Anna Amelia, and this one has these cute fairy-like and fairy-like and almost like a what do you call them? Fawn, I think, right? A fawn character? Like Mr. Tumnus from Narnia, like this guy. It's just very cute. Very adorable. Really like this one. Then we have one of the more known and popular illustrators, Jade Summer, with Cozy Japan. This is not super new. I'm sure you've seen it already in many other hauls, but I just had to get this one because I love the Japan themed illustrations and the little animal critters are just too cute. So really glad to call this part of my collection. Then their newest one is A Cozy Hawaii, and this is also super cute and beautiful. Everyone having vacation fun here in Hawaii. The illustrations are a bit more complex than in your usual square cozy books with several characters and a scene and activities, and I really think it's super cute. So yeah, really like this one. Then we have another one by Miss Kitsch, and so far I think I have all of her books because these are super cute. I love the way she draws the little critters. It's a bit more unique and recognizable in my opinion. So you can tell that these illustrations are hers. They look less, I mean, I don't want to throw shade or anything, but I would say they look less generic than a lot of the other square books. So here we have Whimsy Cute. Then also by Miss Kitsch we have Quacky Days, which is also super adorable and lovely. And even though, you know, these themes and images get pretty similar over time, the more books you own, but I think you can find something lovely in all of these books. And yeah, I really enjoy these. And yeah, this was Quacky Days. I haven't checked Amazon in a couple of days, but I think this is still their newest one. It's called Funfair Days. And this is also very cute and adorable. Very lovely. Very, very sweet. So yeah, those were the 3 books by Miss Kitsch. Then I got a couple of Bogiki Publishing. This one is Mom Moments. And they have a bit of a thicker line art. Also, there's a tiny bit of line variation, which gives a bit more depth to the illustrations. But yeah, they're all super, super cute. It's all mums and their children. Adorable, sweet illustrations. Really going to enjoy this one. Mom Moments. Then we have Hidden Garden. And this is also absolutely in the theme that I like so much, with all these little forest critters. Just having like a cute country life going on. Very, very adorable illustrations in Hidden Garden. Then we have Happy Moments. Also giving you just a quick flip and impression of what kinds of images are in here. These are a bit more busy, with more characters than some of the other books, which is also a nice change. Super cute. Super, super cute Happy Moments. And then we have Dreamyland. And this one, it's also by Bogiki, right? Yep. It did not have the name in front, but it has the name on the back. So this is very fantasy land and dreamland oriented, with fantasy characters like dragons and everything. Although a lot of those books are considered fantasy because they have a lot of characters that don't exist in real life. But yeah, super, super cute, Dreamyland. Then we have Coco Wyo with Lala Friends, and this is like a star-headed character having some adventures with their friends in the forest. Also, there are more and more dragons seen in this book, because I guess dragons are just a popular theme for characters. But yeah, very cute. Then I got a couple of books by Little Nook. This one is cute fantasy adventure. And this one also has, this one just reminded me of these cute RPG games that you can get sometimes in pixel format on Steam by some independent publishers. I don't know why my brain made this connection, but it just kind of reminds me of that, and I think it's super cute. Cute fantasy adventure. Then also by Little Nook, we have Cozy Woodland Nooks. And these images are also super adorable, very cute. I really don't know what else to tell you. I'm just collecting these books, and I always try to find a couple of sample images to know whether they're up my alley or not. But yeah, this one is very up my alley. And the last one by Little Nook is Blooming Flowers. Again, super, super adorable. I don't know what adjectives I should use. These are just warming my heart. I love them. Blooming Flowers. And the last 3 books in this square size format are by Hugo Artful. This one is Mesmerize. And what I like about this art style is it has a nice line variation, which gives a bit more depth to the illustrations and also makes them look a bit more unique and more recognizable among all of these square books. Also has this cute girl character or characters. It's probably not just one. But yeah, all in all, lovely illustrations here. Then we have Garden Bliss, and again, this features more simple illustrations with a thicker line art, as so many people enjoy right now. Yeah. Very, very cute. And last but not least is Dreamy Fuzzy. Again, recognizable art style with line variation. Also, there is the black background thrown in. Yeah, super lovely, super cute. You can get all of these on Amazon, which is where I got them. Dreamy Fuzzy. Then we're getting to the regular formatted coloring books, A4 size usually. This is, I think, still the newest one by Gabby Wolf, Little Worlds. And she has become really one of my favorite illustrators. Her art style is just very lovely. And this one is a bit like, it gets, you get this small victories vibe because it has several smaller elements on one page, so you can just start with one and then continue when you have more time. So yeah, lovely, lovely illustrations by Gabby Wolf. Then we have the newest book. I really hope it's still the newest because, again, I haven't checked Amazon in a while. A cookbook coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. And I love and collect all of the Matchstick Mouse books. Really anything that Morgan O'Brien puts out. I also have the Any Day books now. They're really, really lovely illustrations. They're not too complicated. You can finish them quickly if you just feel like having some in-between coloring. So yeah, lovely new addition here. Then, of course, I had to get the Easy Fantasy by Joshua Dunbar. I love Joshua Dunbar's style. Super unique and recognizable. Really, really enjoy his illustrations. And this is just the perfect theme, the perfect topic. I love fantasy. This is totally reminding me of Zelda. Like there is this scene where the Wood Kid, it's not the Wood Kid. I'm always saying its name wrong. But that kid with the Majora's Mask, or at least the mask, is also playing the ocarina, which is how you get it. Or which is how you get to know that there is a playable ocarina, all the way back in A Link to the Past, which was the very first Zelda game I played. But yeah, enough rambling. Very nice fantasy-themed book by Joshua Dunbar. I highly recommend this one. And then, of course, Camellia Angel Kova, one of my favorite artists. She's auto-buy, unless it's a mandala book, because I'm not into mandalas so much anymore. But all of her miniature books are a must-have for me, even though I don't color by far as much as the rate as she puts out those illustrations. I just have to get every single one of them because they're so lovely. And it's just nice having them, They're a lovely collection item. But I, of course, also try to color more in them. So this was 50 Zodiac-themed miniatures. And then her newest, which I'm sure you have also seen in other people's hauls, is the 50 Dragon-themed miniatures. Dragons are, as I said before, for a lot of people, a popular subject. And also for me, I love dragons. I don't have a lot of dragon coloring books because I'm kind of picky about how the style of the dragon looks. But yeah, I have a couple of dragon-themed coloring books, and I'm happy to call this one an addition to my collection. Then I came across this book by Nicolette Delafray in, I'm not sure if it was a haul or if it was a D-stash, or someone's completed pages, or even a collection, but I did see that in someone else's video, and I thought, these illustrations are really beautiful and unique. I can see myself coloring these in all kinds of different and funky colors because it's really up to you with these fantasy themed illustrations. You don't have to color this like a regular bunny. You can make it pink or purple or teal, whatever you like. And yeah, really beautiful, whimsical illustrations in here. Colors of Treasures by Nicolette Delafray. Then another one of her books that really spoke to me was Colors of Daydreams. And same here. Beautiful, whimsical illustrations. Very, very lovely and beautiful. A bit more on the detail side, some of them. At least they have quite small elements, but with a very sharp colored pencil, you can color almost anything. So yeah, really like to have this one. Now, I was debating whether I should get this one, but I do have the Wald and Natur by Reihan Udachi, or Rada Prince, as she is more commonly known. And this one also has a bit of that Small Victories vibe, as there are many different illustrations on the same page. And you can just start with any of these. I think this is particularly good if you're in a bit of a coloring slump and you want to just get back into it and not like overwork yourself with a complete page, so you can just color one element, or not even a complete element, just start somewhere, or start like with one color and then just, I don't know, color everything that you want to be yellow, yellow, and then color everything you want to be blue, blue, or stuff like that. There's really no end to your creativity. So yeah, Tiny Magical Illustrations by Radar Prince, beautiful book. And then I had to get this one. And for this, I actually do remember where I saw it. It was in the Coloring Oasis coloring book haul. I'm not particularly a Harry Potter fan, but I saw this artwork and it looks just so beautiful. I actually looked up the artist, but apparently they don't have any other coloring books out there. But I think their illustration style is so beautiful. I mean, the drawings, let me break the spine here a little. The drawings look so beautiful and intricate. I also love the line weight. We have line variation that adds more depth to the illustration. I keep saying that. And yeah, I mean, the images are quite detailed, but since they are sweets, you can basically color them in any color you want. You can give everything a rainbow color theme. And yeah, I just really, really like how the drawings in this book look. I just love how the line weight adds so much more three-dimensionality here. Yeah. Also, this double page is stunning with all the flying pumpkins. It's just, yeah, amazing coloring book in my opinion. That's just super up my alley. When I saw that, I just thought I need to have it. So yeah, this is the Harry Potter. I don't know how it's originally called because this German version was actually a little cheaper than the English one, so I got it in German, but it's like magical candies, magical sweets, something like that. It must be in English. But yeah, love this one. And of course, I also had to get this one, Kirby's newest. Well, it's not new anymore, but it's his most recent, The Dark Fairy Tales. And I still have not, I mean, I have started, but I have not completed one single Kirby Rosanes page in my whole life. But his illustrations are just amazing. And, you know, I don't really have to say anything, do I? Because he's such an established artist and he's much beloved for, as you can see, very good reasons. His illustrations are absolutely amazing. This one's super detailed, but yeah. I mean, with his drawing style, he gives you an idea on where to put the shading, so it shouldn't be too complicated, but I still find it super intimidating. I have started, actually, several pages. But yeah, you know, as it goes, time is of the essence. But yeah, I have his newest one. And I also expanded my Maria Troll collection. So here we have Im Blumengarten, which is the German version of Flora. And I just love her signature style. Very, very beautiful images in here. You have probably seen a plenty of this book since it's not new. But yeah, this was one that was still missing from my Maria Troll collection. So I got it, originally called Flora. And then I also got Shooting Star. And this one, I paid, yeah, look at that. I paid 16 euros for this and it was marked as new and it actually came with 3 colored pages. I already erased this one as best as I could and I think I can color over it. But honestly, Amazon, if I buy a book named as new, I would like to have it uncolored. I am not flipping to any of the other colored pages and elements, but yeah, 3 pages were colored or started some oh yeah, here's another one where it just started with the clouds. So yeah, I'm glad to have this book, but I mean, it was the first time that happened, I have to say. I have so many Amazon orders and so many coloring books by now, so I'm not going to complain too much about this because this is literally the first time that happened. I'm just glad to have this book and I can color over anything that has been done in here. So yeah, just wanted to mention that, but I love having this book. And then, of course, her newest, Sagan, or Sagan. I think it's Sagan because it comes with 2 dots over the A originally. But in German, it's Im Märchen Zauberwald, which means in the magic forest. It's kind of funny. You cannot really well translate everything into another language without it sounding a little ridiculous. But yeah, the illustrations in here are some of her best, I think. You can really see her progress as an artist. And yeah, it's just lovely. Lovely artwork in here. Really glad to call these mine now. And of course, since Mythographic does not stop releasing wonderful coloring books, I had to get this one. This is the Rainbow Realms by Weronika Kolinska. And I'm sure you have also seen plenty of this, since it's also not new. I think the most recent one is the Dragon Spell by Joseph Kettenbang that I am eyeing. I will order it eventually, but I'm waiting for the price to go down. Because here in Germany, you are paying over 20 euros for one. I don't know if it's like the import price because they are not released in Germany, but yeah, they're just quite expensive. And I own almost all of them. I have become a bit more picky, but yeah, I mean, most of them are just stunning and beautiful. So it's hard, even when you are picky, to not add every single one to your collection. But yeah, I have the Rainbow Realms now. And I also have the Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. Most people just, I mean, I think Joseph Kettenbang and Fabiana Attanasio are the two most established artists and the fan favorites. And you can see why. These illustrations are gorgeous. They're whimsical, they're beautiful, they're detailed. They're just very well drawn. Amazing, amazing. And so many. You know, I mean, Fabiana Attanasio has done quite a lot of mythographic books by now. Oh, I love this one. I like these scenes of mushroom house exteriors. There's just something about them. But yeah, really glad to have this one. Then I have seen this one, which I have not seen before, by Steve McDonald. Again, I watched so many coloring videos. I do not remember. Was it Axic Fumbles? I'm not sure. But I did see it in someone's, I think it was the coloring book collection or All My Colored Images, something like that. And I thought the style in here, again, I feel really drawn towards illustrations that employ this kind of line weight and line variation. I just think it makes the image stand out. Probably also because it's the way that I have been drawing when I've still was drawing. I haven't been drawing in a while. I'm usually just coloring these days. But when I was drawing, I also used a fine liner and then just went over a couple of the lines several times. Oh my god, I love this page. Can you imagine this page just with rainbow colors? It's gonna look so good. Yeah, I really like the artwork in here. So this one is the Fantastic Coloring. And then I also got the Fantastic Collections because I did not want to get the one that was solely about cities. So I got this one, which also, of course, there's gonna be some overlap with the previous book, but there are also a lot of new images. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah. For some reason, that really speaks to my almost autistic brain. I mean, I don't know. I have no diagnosis of anything, but considering I have spent the past 2 weeks 90% of my free time only diamond painting, which is a very repetitive, and you have to work very small and very detailed. And if you do that and you actually enjoy it, I think every normie looks at that and thinks she must be crazy. Hey, no shade on diamond painters out there. I totally understand. But yeah, I love diamond painting right now, which is why coloring has taken a bit of a back step. But that's gonna come back, especially when looking at all of this wonderful artwork that I now see in these books. And of course, another one of the books that I am collecting, not 100%, but most of them I like. And this is the Heroes and Villains book, In Battle. And I'm just gonna give you a quick flip of the completed pages. There are also double pages in here because, oh wait, is it Jeremy Mariès? Oh yeah, it's both. It's Jeremy Mariès and Alexandre Caram. They're both also the established, I just say established, that just means they have, in my opinion, some of the most beautiful illustrations in their books. Yeah. Oh god, I love these two, The Lion King. It's still my favorite Disney movie. I just love the hero's journey that Simba goes through. Also love this Pocahontas one. Oh, I really need to watch. I need to rewatch some of those Disney movies. Also Mulan. Yeah, Brave also. When I watched Brave for the first time, I was a little underwhelmed, but I came to appreciate it more when I watched it more times. And now Merida is one of my favorite Disney characters. I love this image. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful pages in here. I usually use either acrylic paint or colored pencils in these books. And I'm really going to enjoy working in this one. I love this one. Then we have Myth du Monde, Myths of the World. And I originally wanted to pass on this one, but then I watched Michaela Renee's flip through, and I thought actually these images would be perfect for acrylic paint because they have no lines and you can just use the brush more freely. And yeah, I mean, the topic itself is up my alley. I do love the old myths, Greek, Egyptian, Roman, the Arthurian legend, you know. Cernanos, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is like the Celtic god of nature and fertility, and I actually have a bronze statue of this one on my windowsill. So yeah, really, really lovely illustrations in here. And perfect for acrylic paint. Also is it the nine-tailed fox? Kitsune just means fox in Japanese. So the nine-tailed or seven-tailed fox is a special character. But yeah, I love this rainbow snake as well. This is going to be so much fun with acrylic paint. And it's going to look great because it covers up all the lines and numbers. So yeah, after initially not wanting to get one, I am now really glad that I did. Then I also got a couple color by number books. I don't do as much color by number anymore as I used to, but this one I found really intriguing because these are these square images that come with the colors down here, and here you have what the image is going to look like. And these are all geometric shapes in various colors, and for some reason they already did the eyes. So I'm not sure what's going to look better. I think I will probably try, this is super cute. I will probably try both. I will try acrylic paint. This is also lovely. Acrylic paint and alcohol markers. So they have male characters, they have female characters, they also have some animal characters, at least dragons are here. There's also an owl, and yeah, I just really like these super colorful images. I love this one. Almost a little abstract, but yeah. Interesting find was super random recommendation by Amazon, and after looking at, was it the back that I looked at? Yeah, I think I just looked at the back. They had no sample images, and I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna try this one. Yeah, and I think it's quite unique. It's something new. Then I also got the color by number Wild Animals in the Forest, and this is another one of those images where maybe I can bring it up a little. It's not focusing because I have set the focus in motion. Otherwise, it's just going to focus and refocus all the time, and it makes some people dizzy. But these pages are also done in a very colorful way with, as it says here, autumnal colors. And on the inside, it just looks like that. It gives you the image, and you have to put down the colors first down here because this is per page. So on every page, the colors are 1 to 14, and on every page they're different. That might put some people off, but I don't mind. Just in the beginning, you have to copy them to the page to not have to flick back and forth anymore. But yeah, not much point in flipping that because you can hardly see anything, but yeah, I'm glad to have this one. Then next we have Animals of the Wild by Max Jackson. And this one, I don't know if this is only available in German because Max Jackson, that's an English name or American. But I thought this one would be interesting to use up some of my acrylic paint pens that I don't really use otherwise because you don't color everything in here. You can pick, as they give an example here, one color or several colors. And then you have these images here completed. And yeah, I just thought it would be an interesting book to have because I really love animals and I love using the colors in a rainbow way like they show here. Then we have mystery coloring wild animals, and this is also, in my opinion, perfect for using acrylic paint. There are no lines, it's not super detailed, the colors are super vibrant. Of course, you can always, even if the images in these images weren't vibrant, you can always use vibrant ones, but I love this one. It's just, yeah, beautiful images in here. I love the tiger. This one looks pretty cool too. And yeah, I just have so much acrylic paint. Oh, I love this one as well. And yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. So I think it's gonna look really nice when it's done with acrylic paint, and you won't be able to see any of the lines and numbers. And of course, I had to get the newest George Toufaxis one. He hadn't released one in a while, and now he has Road Trip USA. And gosh, his images are so detailed, and they take quite a while to color. I started coloring all the way back when I started with my coloring journey to coloring his books with alcohol markers. Then I switched to colored pencils for a while, and now I have also started using acrylic paint, so I really don't know how this is going to turn out, but whenever I get to finishing a page in here, it's probably going to be a wild mix, you know, like this page is going to be acrylic paint, the next one colored pencils, and then alcohol markers. But yeah, really like to have this one. And then we're getting to the anime themed coloring books. Anime is one of my favorite themes for coloring books, and I am so glad that there are now, I mean, you're basically drowning. Since AI, you're basically drowning in anime themed coloring books. You hardly ever got one except for the occasional chibi coloring book, but real anime, it was so hard to find before AI came. And that is the reason I really don't mind AI, because it gives me this whole new, literally a market. It filled a market that was not there. It created a market. How do you say that? My words are not right today. I'm sorry. But yeah, these are just super adorable illustrations. And yeah, lovely anime, girls. Then we have Dog Mates by Linework Publishing, and this one is a little juicy because these images here are a bit suggestive, but I really like the detail of the style. And yeah, it's an anime themed coloring book. You can never go wrong with that. So this was Dog Mates. Also by Linewood Publication, we have A Thick Witch. Again, a little suggestive, but hey, it is, you know, this is like the last batch of coloring books. So I still have a couple left, about 20 or something. But if you are still here and you have not subscribed yet, and you would like to see more coloring books and coloring, it might be a good way to do that by subscribing. It's free. Just saying, Thick Witch. Then we have Autumn Pajama Kids. This is also super cute. It has also a bit more of this elaborate AI style with complete backgrounds and stuff like that. So AI really came a long way from, you know, doing the faces and the hands wrong to now having these wonderful illustrations. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that one. So that was Autumn Pajamas Kids. Then we have this super random one, Sweet Candyland, and this is similar to the Harry Potter Sweets one. I got this one because you can just use all kinds of colors, and this is just gonna end up like rainbow colors. And it's gonna look so good. At least in my mind it does. But yeah, I think the images in here are really nice and really cute. Again, with these types of illustrations, I don't think it takes anything away from the so-called real artists, because these types of illustrations weren't really offered before. So yeah, we have Sweet Candyland. Then we have Masculine Vampires, and this is again a type of coloring book that simply would not exist without AI, because no artist was offering these types of illustrations before. I mean, the level, you cannot really say the level of skill, since AI is a machine, and the skill Well, it is learned, right? But it's also kind of fed to it by, I mean, AI learns by consuming existing artwork and then making their own, which is kind of also how humans learn. But yeah, again, really like this one. Then we have Forest Elf Boy, and oh my god, this is so cute. It's so adorable. I actually have 2 or 3 other Forest Elf or Forest Boy. Forest Elf Boy coloring books, but the illustrations in here are even a bit more detailed than the other ones because they come with a background. So yeah, I really like having this one. Then we have the Manga 2 coloring book by Lia Lipertz, and this one also comes with more intricate illustrations. It's not the typical anime style. It's more like a bit less generic, whatever you wanna call it. Doesn't look typical anime, but it has these beautiful intricate hairstyles with flowers, and yeah, just generally a beautiful book. Also by Lia Lipertz, we have Manga Magic, and this one comes with a variety of characters. As you can see, there are also men and fantasy creatures. So this is very interesting. I also like the different perspectives, so the images in here look pretty unique. Yeah, lovely. Oh, I love this one. I like the occasional dark and creepy image, you know. Oh, I like this one with the snakes as well. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, a beautiful book, Manga Magic. Then by Erin Zen, we have Chibi Kawaii Farmers. This is volume 2. I already have volume 1. And it's so cute. Oh my god, look at them. With their thick little braids, they look so adorable. Absolutely cute. Yeah, Chibi Kawaii Farmers. Then we have Shadow Sisters by Aura Artful. And this one is mostly chibi, I would say. Well, mostly. It's also the occasional teenager, but yeah, they're mostly chibi girls in here. Super cute, quite grayscale, quite a lot with black elements, but here you have an overview of all the illustrations. I have a lot of these books and I love all of them, and I'm glad to have this one. Then we have Mysterious Incubus, and this is like a little similar to the Muscular Vampire one. Again, coloring books like these wouldn't exist without AI because there is no artist that offered these types of illustrations. So I'm really glad that this book exists because the artwork is gorgeous. I love this one. Yeah. Oh my god, I love this one. It looks amazing. It's gonna be so much fun to color. So yeah, this is Mysterious Incubus. Then we have A Most Beautiful Druid Boys by Monroe Art, and this is quite grayscale-y. This has a bit more grayscale than I usually like, but oh my god, the illustrations are so beautiful. Their faces are so beautiful. It is like the right amount, in my opinion, of anime style and more mature looking. It almost reminds me a bit of like, they could be Final Fantasy characters. But yeah, I love these illustrations. It says book 1. I'm still waiting for book 2. Whenever Monroe Art is gonna put out book 2, I'm gonna insta-buy it because it looks gorgeous. These images look gorgeous. They actually look, I mean, this one here, it's interesting. This looks a bit similar to a diamond painting I've done of a contemplating elf. I have uploaded it as a short. It looks quite different, but it also has these same critters. So yeah, interesting. Most Beautiful Druid Boys. Then we have Relaxing and Zen Coloring by no one in particular because it's AI. I was looking if that is the artist name, but it just says Livre de Coloriage, which is French for coloring book. And this has a variety of different images. They're all cute. They have a bit of grayscale. Yeah. Lovely illustrations in here. Then we have Anime Kings by La Choco Publishing. And you know me, whenever there is a coloring book with guys in it, I just have to snatch it right away. But yeah, all king-styled characters. Some are a bit younger, some are a bit more mature, a nice variety. And yeah, love this one. Then we have baby chibi angels, and oh my god, this is not a baby chibi angel. That was a very mature angel. That was a pretty mature angel. Oh, I guess they snagged that in there. Okay. But oh, you have the occasional quite the mature angel. Okay, okay. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. False marketing. No, but they're really adorable. Look at all these cute little angels. Super, super adorable. Oh my god, so cute. I love it. I love it. Adorable. So glad to have this one. Ha! I'm saving the more controversial stuff. It's not really controversial, but it's a little juicy. And you know, I like to keep my videos mostly PG-13, you know, but I also really like the art style in this one. So I just think it's pretty. There's just something about it's like Brokeback Mountain, the coloring book. But yeah, I think the illustrations are gorgeous. Oh, this is so pretty. There's just something cute about two guys kissing. Tell me what you want, but I like this. It's cute. Then we have Anime Heartthrobs. Again, coloring boys is fun because they're like, I mean, the ratio of coloring books with women in them and coloring books with men in them, the ratio is like 100 to 1 or something. 1000 to 1, I don't know, but there are way more coloring books with girls than with boys. So I do like to get these books, Anime Heartthrobs. And almost 50 minutes. I mean, I am going to cut out some of the transitions, but yeah. Almost 50 minutes. We have arrived at the last book. If you are still here, again, you might want to subscribe. I usually don't say that in the video. Also, my channel is not monetized, so I don't earn anything. If YouTube shows you ads, it is their decision, not mine. I prefer videos without ads, but yeah, YouTube is the boss here. But I do not earn a single cent from anything. I do this just for fun, and I like to spend my money on my hobbies, and I get my money every month. So, like the average person. But yeah, that was it. That was Knights of the Forest by Esther Kirby, the last book to show you in this really big haul. Again, only because I haven't done one in the past 2 months. So this might seem a little excessive, but for me it's normal. But before I keep babbling on, I'm just gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and maybe see you in the next one. Bye!